Transfer. Tridex transferred its salesmen every year or two to keep them on their toes. Indiana was our 6th transfer in 10 years. Tridex didn't know or care that this was my favorite of all the places we had lived. Lately, I'd been hoping we might get to stay here. I loved Indiana. I had lots of friends. It was flat. You could ride your bike everywhere. In the winter, it froze hard and snowed a lot, so you could stay inside and watch TV all the time. I waded into the rising silence. Moving where? Mississippi, said Dad, and I don't want any lip out of you. Oh, now, Lee, don't say it that way. Mom interposed herself between Dad by the sliding glass door and us on the sofa. Y'all, this is big news for Daddy, for all of us, really. You know how bad I've been wanting to get closer to Granny and Jacko, and you know how I hate the winters up here. That was true. Mom was a flower of the South. Her feet had been cold since the first time Dad moved her away from Alabama. Are you nuts? Bud said. We can't move now, Mom. I just made varsity. Bud was a wrestler. Dad was proud of the fact that Bud wrestled so hard he puked after every match. Oh, now, Bud, come on, it's a better territory for Daddy, said Mom. And anyway, we haven't got a choice, so let's just go on and be happy about it. You all can go. I don't care. I'm staying, said Bud. I'm a senior this fall, Mom. We can't move to... Where did you say, Mississippi? That's the dumbest thing I ever heard. Bud took my breath away saying things like that, things that would have gotten me backhanded and sent to my room. Dad darkened and loomed in his corner, but stayed silent. Bud looked like Dad, and Dad respected him for that. Okay, Bud, you stay here, Mom said with a desperate smile. Who's going to cook your supper and wash your dirty clothes? If Bud's staying, I want to stay, Janie said. Nobody's staying, said Mom. We know how to move. We've done it plenty of times. The movers will be here Monday morning bright and early to start packing. Bud got up and slammed down the hall to his room. Bang! I'll be dog, said my father. I'll be god dog that boy. Now, Lee, Mom said, don't start. Start what? Don't you start. I told you they'll need some time, honey. Of course they're not going to be happy at first, having to go off from all their little friends. She turned anxious eyes on Janie and me. I promise you'll like it down there. You'll make new friends. Daddy's found us a beautiful house in the country. The schools are supposed to be great. I mustered up a sneer. Yeah, I bet. Mississippi? I'd never been there, but I knew all about it from the evening news. Mississippi was last in everything you could measure. There was nothing down there but redneck sheriffs and protesting Negroes and civil rights workers buried in earthen dams. There's nothing wrong with Mississippi, Mom said. It's nice and warm, for one thing, and at least people will understand me when I talk. What if we don't want to go? I said. Why do we have to? Daddy's got a new territory. She fingered a sheaf of honey gold hair from her eyes. A smaller territory, so he won't have to be gone so much. She turned, smiling, but Dad's eyes were narrowed down, fixed on me, waiting for one word that would give him the right to come over there and strangle me. Mississippi is the Magnolia State, Janie read from the World Book. The capital is Jackson. The products are cotton, lumber, poultry, and cattle. Good, Janie, said Mom. I told you those books would come in handy. Mom was trying to sell this as a big promotion for Dad, but I knew better. I was almost 16. I knew everything. I read their mail. I went through their filing cabinet. I read the life insurance policy and thrilled at how rich we kids would be if they died. Many nights I had heard my father god-dogging the name of Larry Semple, his district manager. I knew that a smaller territory in Mississippi had to be a come-down from a 3-state sales district based in Indiana. I knew just where to stick the knife. Why does he have a smaller territory? A subterranean vibration from Dad's side of the room, a trembling of air. Janie preened for the invisible camera that always followed her around. Well, I'm glad we're moving, she announced. I hate this place too, Mama. It's cold, and I want to live...